Chance for a return from a couple of steps into the end zone and a quick, and Utah haven't matched up. Wants to throw on first down, and he's dropped in the backfield. Spread attack. Next to him in the backfield is Matt Asiata. They try to set up the screen. Asiata has no blockers in front of him, and he's some 3rd and 15 now. The Louisville defensive backfield loves the fact they're getting man coverage throughout this one. An underneath pass complete to Sean Selwood to punt it away. Back to return the dangerous Trent Guy. Lets it take a hop. He won't get a chance for a return. This is a heck of a punt off the foot of the redshirt freshman Catholic High School. To throw on first down off his back foot, man coverage, that is complete. And a nice catch. Quick snap for Louisville. They take it to Anderson for the first time, and he wants Bilal Powell to share some of the responsibility. Play action. Burke. Complete. And another big gain for Louisville. Inside the 10 gives line for the Cards. They have struggled in the red zone this season. Now to the fade, incomplete, looking for Bo. Anderson now in a tailback. To the fade, to the corner, incomplete. Looking that time for Josh Chichester. He was overrated anyway. 3rd and goal with 1 back. Burke to throw again, and he's pressured. Will tuck it and try to run. Burke finally dragged down. Another trip to the red zone is blocked. Payne has the ball in his hands, and he's finally dragged down. It was R.J. C3 to 88-2-2-2. Second opportunity for Kane on the option. He keeps, and Kane dragged down top of your screen. 2nd down. On the ground, Asiata. They want to get him involved more, but they threw it the first 2 times in their first series. Kane hit as he threw. Asiata with the grab. A fantastic catch. Found the face mask of Terrence Kane. Nowhere to go for Asiata that time. So 2nd and 10 for Kane and company. They'll sprint him out again. Kane pressured, and Kane gets dropped.
That's a big time injury when we talk about a lacerated kidney.
On 3rd and 11, they go underneath. Chance for running room, and another third. There's another first down for the Utes. Here's Kane on the option. Eddie Wide's first touch of the day. Gets past the shoestring tackle. He's got a gain of 10, now 15, and he's finally knocked wide. Kane to throw. That one's complete. If they do, it's a great start for Kane. And here's Asiata again. Asiata plants a foot, cuts it up, and inside the 5. Touchdown, Utah! Daniel Covington, who's moved into a start. It's Guy in motion. Burke will pitch it, and here he comes. Trent Guy has the sideline, and he fumbled the football. It is in play, and Louisville has the takeaway.
He's holding the ball on the outside arm. He needs to hold it on the outside, he's holding it on the inside, and by Robert Johnson to get his foot in and throw it out. He's in the air, so you would think that until he actually...
The Utah player recovered the fumble, threw it back into the field of play before he went out of bounds, where Utah recovered it.
Terrence Kane. They fake the handoff. Kane wants to go deep. First play after the turnover. Touchdown, Utah! David Reed! Nothing fake about it. And the extra point as we start the 2nd quarter. Utah with a 1st and 10. Eddie Wide the 3rd. Carolina Panther D'Angelo Williams. 2nd and 8. Little misdirection. This is wide with a wide field. Past the 50. That would be right at the marker.
72 offense.
Well, they can see the difference with that.
Kane sets up the screen. This is shaky. And he gets thrown.
You never know what they're going to bring out. They're like a box of chocolate.
3rd and 13. They went old school today. Jeremy Brooks can't haul it in. First incompletion for Kane. He's 9 of 10. New punt returner for Louisville. It's been some time since he saw regular time at quarterback. On the slant, incomplete coverage that time by Burke. Utah shows blitz. They bring Sylvester. Broken play. Burke couldn't get out of the way. They go out of the eye on 3rd and long. Protection. Burke still gets hit as he throws. An incomplete. Automatic first.
Holding. 27 on the defense.
Backpedaling on here, playing a lot of space in the coverage. He holds them. There's that great glove again. And then
Stanford run 4-3 40s. Anderson with a shake at the line.
balance. This the Utah defense.
And it was Bilal Powell in the last carry. And here he is again. In motion. Burke will throw. After a quick drop, goes down the sideline. Another flag.
15-yard penalty. First down.
It's like an Andre Johnson. Watch out for them.
Anderson, full sprint left side. He gets folded and play action. Burke, plenty of time, but gets happy feet, decides he'll run for the first down. And he Powell right side. Robert Johnson with the stop. Ball came loose. Utes think they have it. They do.
It was a good lead play. He led up with the fullback, and it comes in there. And who else? Bob Johnson comes in there. Good old Robert. Another kid from South Central Los Angeles strips the ball.
For the Utah defense, Johnson has been involved in both. End around for Jeremy Brooks.
Donald that teaches him how to play disciplined football against the read option.
Second and 16, and big hit. And a gain of just
4 that they run on defense.
5 wide, empty backfield. Kane hit as he threw. Good looking punt. The sure-handed Robinson takes it with Peel in his face. And Utah's done a good job moving the football now. Louisville trying to do the same. Pass tipped and picked. Third takeaway, but a flag on the play.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense. Penalty is declined.
Season participated in spring ball in 2-a-days. Quick learning curve for Terrence Kane. Junior college, played for Brad Francione, the son of the longtime coach Dennis Francione. And Kane has a first down.
I saw him on YouTube, and I was like, this guy is amazing.
Play clock running down. They get it away, and here's Eddie wide. Trying to make a move and dives. He may be the best runner in the game for Utah the rest of the way tonight. Gets pressured, lets it go, incomplete. As they both shared the title of defensive coordinator. Kane to throw. Complete, short of the first down on third down.
He's been giving me instruction.
30-yard attempt for Joe Phillips. Got it.
It looks like Alex Smith is getting a lot of love.
Oh, your front runner. Long. With the grab, fights his way through 2 would-be. They will rule Long down. Joe Dale stripped the football, but the officials say
with ball security. You see, you know, I'm surprised that Long, as high caliber as a player as he has the ball again.
I think he
to
took
the
it
inside.
I think he stole it away, but the Cardinals get on an interception and 1 punt. Since Louisville was able to get that next playoff, the replay doesn't matter. A little shovel pass, incomplete to Victor. Burke, under duress, got it away. Short of the first down. Pass.
They like to use him in the passing game.
Fair catch asked for and taken at the 19-yard line. Anybody, at least dressed in red, will agree with them. Well, nobody here. Here's Eddie Wide. When Utah lost at Oregon, they dropped out of the polls. When BYU got decimated by Florida State, they dropped out of the top. Kane spins away from trouble, buys time, and a flag on the play after he throws this.
Fence, 10-yard penalty, third down.
In a group that you expect to play solid football.
They're the most experienced unit on this team. Design draw, Kane straight up the gut and picks up a few, but that was on fourth down. They'll punt it away. Nice high kick. No return. Utah. Burke, good coverage downfield. He gets it out to Anderson. And Anderson of what their real responsibility was. Long toss incomplete. Safety in the game here. They back up in nickel coverage. Justin Taplin-Ross in the game. And Louisville runs a draw on third down.
With them and try to use a little no-huddle offense to keep them off balance.
Incomplete pass. Robert Johnson. 2nd and 10. Burke hit as he threw. Long went up to get it, but was in.
Robert Johnson to help me fix it. You know a guy watches film when he knows how to fix the equipment. He's familiar with everything going on.
They come after the punt. Getchy gets it away. Luke Matthews lets it go over his head for a touchback.
For Louisville.
You're in charge of tracking fortitude the rest of the game. Here's Kane on the draw to the 25, out to the 2nd and 3. Kane hands it off to Eddie Wide III. Wide would be wise to get out of bounds. He'd biter in Death Valley against Clemson. Kane steps up, eludes pressure, got a man wide open into the middle of the field. Makes more sense. So Ben Broman to kick it. Got the drive, got the distance, got the triple.
Free speed.
Here's Bilal Powell, who starts the second half for Louisville. And Victor Anderson, the reigning Big East Freshman of the Year, on the sideline to start the second half. Here's Bilal Powell. Good vision up the middle, and he's got a Anderson just yet. Ashley, a redshirt freshman. Burke to throw, finds his tight end for a gain of network, part of our Friday night high school package. And here he is, first carry of his career. This is the freshman again. Ash beat Noctil. There's a tight end in motion. Steve Cragthorpe this week wasn't concerned. Burke got it knocked out. Burke over the middle. Incomplete. A big lick put on.
And gets busted.
Getchke punts it away. From the 12, it's Luke Matthews. Reverses field. Still takes a lick. The Utah goes back on the offensive option pitch. Eddie Wide to the 30, flag running back.
Number 9 offense.
This one after the penalty on Key. Kane over the middle. Intercepted. Picked off by Chaz Thompson. And Thompson heads straight up the hash marks. Finally
into coverage. He can see the guy coming across the middle and channel right there. Number 4 comes in, picks it up.
There's Bilal Powell on the ground. Chaz Thompson is one of the when that show was on.
No, I love Magic Johnson in the Magic Hour.
Burke goes to the fullback. Play action. Burke. Complete on a little pick.
Beaumont makes for a nice catch.
On the ground this time. Anderson back in the game, and he gets swallowed.
Into the end zone. You're in the red zone.
Josh Chichester at the bottom of your screen. They're going to run a reverse here. Beaumont following the fullback, and he has nowhere to block field goal on their only other trip. Towards the same end zone. Burke steps up. He's going to run it to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville is. This is Shaky Smithson from the 1. Smithson with a solid return, and I scored from 24 yards out, but was lost for the remainder of the game. Here's another lead for Kane, the quarterback, and he's at it.
So if you want Terrence Kane for the remainder of the season, you're not going to have him run the entire day.
Eddie Wide trying to work his way. He is a fantastic story, and a story of perseverance for Louisville. Pressure on, and Kane gets swallowed up. That's a story that nobody on the team knew until this summer. Fair catchings with their teammates. On 1st and 10, Burke to throw. And almost picked off, but the ball hit the turf. Incomplete. Justin Taplin.
And it's one of those books that you can draw a lot of inspiration from.
Inspiration needed of
the brain. These guys use a lot of time in the film room, on the weight room, and it activates a different part of their psyche.
Burke stayed behind the line, but here's a flag. He finds Beaumont for the
holding.
This one's coming back.
Offense.
Powell is the running back. Burke pressured, goes down.
Phil.
Getchke gets away, a lone line drive, returnable this time for Matthews. Matthews runs into his own man and powers his way. Kane struggled with the passing game last week. Here he is On another quarterback run, he gets from straightaway midfield. That's great San Diego State math, by the way. Here's Eddie Wide. The touchdown run and collision or on the celebration. Here's Kane again, and Kane takes it to the play right outside the goal line. Kane to throw. Skips one in to his...
See how he does in the duration.
Fair catch called for. Taken at the 50.
The world down in Miami, Florida.
Busted play. Seemed like Burke now will have a chance to throw, and he throws it incomplete.
And taking on all the different opponents.
You got a minute 43 to find one for this Louisville offense. Burke swallowed for the Muss. 3rd and 15. Burke sets up the screen. Powell goes opposite of his blockers and has no room.
Now get the yardage, hence their penalty.
Matthews, fair catch. The 30-yard
unfolds with his injury.
Delay game, sideline interference on Louisville, 5-yard penalty, first down.
And if they get another flag, he might have to keep that $1 a year. They want to throw it. Nobody there, and an incomplete pass, but a flag on the
35
taking the direct snap.
15-yard penalty, first down.
And Kane in the turf. So here they come again. Kane after the direct snap to Eddie Wide. And Wide takes it straight up the gut and finally gets with the Utes driving. This is Wide again. Another package in a direct snap. And Eddie Wide takes it down. Wide keeps it again. And he takes it to the 10. Kane finds his tight end. Brad Shaky Smithson up the middle. So he gets a chance to run the football down the season. And he pro career.
Well, no, not necessarily.
Burke complete to Beaumont. He takes it to the 40.
It's nothing that you can just yank out of an athlete, and he's a guy that's a killer and a gamer.
Good job splitting the difference with the two running backs. A bullet to Long. First down, Louisville to Burke steps up. Big hole in the middle for Burke. And he dives forward past the doesn't help when you're known around campus as a mathlete instead of an athlete. This is Long again. And Long stays on his feet to the 90. 2nd and 1 would be a great place to do it, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Instead, they keep it on the ground, and Powell plows forward. He's at the bottom of your screen, matched up man-to-man. Burke goes the opposite way towards the end zone, and he threw it wide. 2nd and 10. Chichester. And here's the draw for Burke. So what makes...
I'm the quarterback, Burke. I'm going to instill some confidence in my wide receiver.
And the ball's picked up by Louisville into the end zone for a touchdown.
Pass interference, defense, penalty is declined.
He tries to look at it, thrown really hard, and he throws it across his back. Long
Payne. And the knee breaks on. Kane fires a strike to the outside, room to run. And a first down. Eddie Wide is back in the game for Utah, running back. He's on the play clock all the way down to 1. Kane, another quick one. This is Reed again. Reed has the sideline and he tick away. This is Eddie Wide, the 3rd. He's got the corner. He's down to the 30.
Run this game. They didn't get a chance to do that against Oregon, and this is a good opportunity for them to do that.
Kane tried to 9. Kane trying to set up the screen. This is Jeremy Brooks, a speedster, using the block.
Foul, unnecessary roughness, number 2 on the offense, 15-yard penalty.
Wide here for Terrence Kane. Jeremy Brooks. Jeremy Brooks down the sideline. Touchdown, Utah. Extra point from Broman.
Getting knocked out of the lengths.
From the 4, it's Doug Beaumont. Beaumont's got a burst. Taken down at the 35-yard line. Of discussion this week will be the injury to Florida's Tim Tebow. The Gators get a timely bye, an off week this week. Up at his doorstep and started banging on the doors. His mom let him in. They came down to his bedroom, dragged him out of bed, and said, "You're coming with us to summer conditioning." Yeoman's effort tonight from Justin Burke. Can he convert here? Drilled as he let it go. To have a guy like Robert Johnson at safety to allow you to run that corner blitz, doesn't it?
Yeah. You're talking about covering ground. That's
to Eddie White. Here comes Kane. Wide keeps it. Eddie White's having a career night. Stop.
Holding, 71 offense.
To lineman. Wide keeps it again. Picks up one from as a youngster where he had maybe a dead end at one spot. It was a new lease in life in the Boys Hope home. Shaky Smithson. This guy never stops coaching. Smithson on the carry. He was sitting with his young. And how good is Oregon now? Louisville came after the punter. Couldn't get their hands on it. No return from the top 10 team. Lose every week of the college football season already. Beaumont had one fall right off.
formidable opponents.
2nd and 10 for Burke. Louisville needs a score on this drive with time running out. Incomplete. Had something as Louisville faces a 3rd and 10 here. 2:39 to go. Incomplete. Nearly picked off the chance to me. Louisville has to go for it on 4th down. Burke scrambles, loses his feet. I tell you why, because Utah, and I wouldn't include this game either, Utah to this point of the season does not have a signature conference, has by leaps and bounds increased the respect that it gets.
Not bad just because they lose a game. One game.
3rd and 1 here in Utah. Oh, 4.